First, we will show you how pieces move across the chessboard. They move in different ways depending upon the type of piece. All the pieces move by sliding, except for the knight, which jumps. A rook, bishop, and queen are the long-distance pieces. They can slide as many squares as you want. If an opponent's piece is in the way, you can capture it by removing it and replacing it with the piece that you are moving. The captured piece is put at the side of the board. We now get to know our rooks.
So, dear chess friends, we are the Rooks. When we start, the whole chessboard literally shakes.
In the past, the rooks used to be chariots.
Meanwhile, we look more like the watchtowers of the knight's castle. Our ability to sweep across the board at lightning speed, we have retained. We can move straight across the chessboard. Strike our pose, and you will remember how.
Forward and back.
To the right and to the left.
On the files, there are 8 vertical columns of squares between 2 equal letters. Here, the so-called G file is marked in blue.
On the ranks, these are the 8 vertical rows of squares between 2 equal numbers. Here, the so-called 7th rank is marked in blue.
The rook may move to any square along the file or the rank on which it stands.
Look how my star of possibilities has shrunk to a cross.
Unfortunately, we can't move diagonally.
Nevertheless, we are fast and very dangerous.
Even though we don't have quite as many options as the boastful diva over there, we are very proud to belong, just like the queen, to the major pieces.
Major pieces are fast and strong because they can control more squares than the so-called minor pieces. Rook can checkmate the opponent's king often on the back rank.
Rook's attack. Rook's capture. And check. Just as they move.
Rooks are almost unstoppable,
except when their own pieces are in the way. In that case, even rooks have to do a full stop.
If a rook is captured by the opposing team, your own team loses 5 pawn coins per rook.
How was that again, exactly, with the pawn coins?
This item explains the value compared to the other chess pieces. You can also say pawn units or simply points. In this perspective, the points indicate that the rook is the second strongest piece on the chessboard, just behind the mighty queen. And the king is worth an infinite number of points because the game ends immediately when the king is checkmated. Castling is a move of the king, and either rook of the same color along the player's first rank, counting as a single move of the king and executed as follows. The king is transferred from its original square 2 squares towards the rook on its original square. Then that rook is transferred to the square the king has just crossed.
More on that later. So, dear chess friends, always watch out for us.
Always take good care of us.
Salve!
Salve!
Thank you, dear rooks. Dear chess friends, in the next video, we will introduce the bishop.
You can also find all the other pieces on the channel of the Deutsche Schulschachstiftung. Also, check out our book, You'll find an exciting adventure with our talking chess pieces, as well as lots of tips and tricks for parents and chess coaches in this book.